All right, so Craig, let's cut right to it. You have a different model from the other retailers. I think a lot of retailers just, a lot of people just say, oh, listen, they've got to be hurt by it. Target's got the same thing, Walmart. Could you just explain to people that you have a membership model and that you work very hard with your suppliers to have the lowest prices? It's not the same business as Target and Walmart.
Well, no, it's not the same business. We are a membership model. We're limited SKUs. And we continue to try to drive volume in fewer items and try to allow the supplier to also leverage and share in some of the sharing in terms of the cost of goods. But, we're a volume business. We're not a margin business. And we drive a lot of sales. That's all we know. That's what we do.
Now, that said, Craig, on the pre-recorded conference call that you just had, there was a mention that hardgoods sales have slowed down from low double digits to high single digits. Is that because of maybe the consumer getting a little more cautious?
Well, there's a couple of reasons. The consumer could be getting cautious. One of the other areas I look at is jewelry. Jewelry was very strong. I see jewelry starting to slow down. You can read a couple of things into the hard goods business. Television sets, computers, they have slowed down. But keep in mind, a year and a half ago during COVID, when everything was a stay-at-home, computer business and the TV business was off the charts. So it could be a combination of people have done a lot of purchasing in those products, but also they may not need them at the moment. So that's part of the transition also. One of the things that we are seeing is our patio furniture business is very strong in spite of the increase in cost based on freight issues. So, overall, I think the consumer is not doing bad. As you can see, unemployment is down significantly. If people want to work, they can work. So, my view at the moment, things aren't so bad.
And Craig, we should add average price of gasoline in this country down 25 days now. That's the longest stretch of the pandemic. Is that going to bring meaningful relief, at least to the lower cohort?
I think it should. The question is, it is down, and I'm not sure exactly there's a reason for it to be down at the moment, other than there is less gallons being purchased at the moment. But, oil still fluctuates every time you turn around. It's down one day, 2%. It could be back the next day up 1.5%. Right. I see this morning it's down. And obviously, for what's best for the country and everybody, we hope it continues to go down.
Craig, it's David. I mean, you just said, we're not doing bad. The consumer's not so bad. And yet we continue to hear every day people talking about a recession coming. If not, we're already in one. Give me your thoughts in terms of the expectations there and, how you prepare the company for that possibility or whether you kind of dismiss it to some extent.
Well, you never want to dismiss it. If you start dismissing a possible recession, you're going to end up with a lot of inventory. It's all, in my opinion, it's relative. I could say for a lot of people when oil was at its peak, and everybody has a different way of explaining recession. In my view, it's about what you end up with your discretionary income and what you're able to buy. And for a lot of people right now, they are in a recession because they're just trying to survive with just buying gas and making their house payments, rent payments. For people with higher income levels, they still have discretionary income to buy goods. We have a tendency to probably have middle to upper middle income members in terms of our customers. So, you don't know what's going to happen, 3 months from now. Interest rates have gone down. We have our own Costco credit card that we have with Citi. They continue to grow every period. So our credit cards, our business, the write-offs have not seen any significant difference in write-offs. So right at the moment, we think things aren't so bad. Now, keep in mind, over the last 2 years, I picked some right and I haven't been right.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.